Let me pipe up real quick. You ever watch God give you back double what somebody tried to steal from you? I ain't talking metaphorically, at least not yet. I mean literally. I'm talking people tried to sabotage you publicly or quietly, only to find out their plan became your platform. They took your name and lied on it, tried to twist your heart into a villain's tale, spread your story like gossip was gospel, and they did it with confidence. Full chest, swearing they knew the truth about you when they only ever met the version of you that they could manipulate. They called you abusive. They called you a thief. They called you controlling, distant, dramatic, weak, dishonest. But God saw it, and God don't blink. See, I learned something dangerous when I stopped trying to clear my name. I learned that silence has an echo, that stillness carries weight, and that when you don't interrupt someone while they're lying, they end up exposing themselves with their own voice. Because the truth don't rush. It don't chase. It arrives. And when it does, it stands tall without saying a word. You ever sit back and feel God move like wind behind your back while folks are busy trying to break your spine? Ever sit in a room where people once doubted you only to hear your name come up with respect now? Not because you begged for it. Not because you fought for it, but because you didn't. Because you stayed rooted. You stayed faithful. You stayed you. And it's like God said, they took one thing, I'll give you two. They stole your peace, I'll give you purpose. They ruined your image, I'll shine through your scars. It's wild when the lies people tell about you becomes the light that reveals them. Like watching someone try to pour oil on your path to make you slip, but the oil just makes your footsteps louder. You ever watch God flip it? Like someone tries to bury you in false accusations and God makes the dirt into soil. Suddenly you sprouting, stronger, wiser, with roots. They left you for dead and God said, now bloom. Like they tried to drown you but didn't know you could breathe underwater. Didn't know your lungs were trained to handle pressure. Didn't know your silence was survival and your comeback was title. This ain't revenge. This ain't about being petty. This is what happens when you leave your name in the hands of the one who gave it to you. They took your light, but you were the flame. They thought they could control the story, but they forgot that silence is sacred and shadows can't survive the sunrise. When folks accuse you of what they're guilty of, that's projection. But when you respond to it like you know who's really watching, that's protection. The kind that don't need defense attorneys. The kind that don't need a camera or a crowd. The kind that happens in private and speaks loud in public. I remember one time, someone accused me of some wild shit. Told folks I was manipulative, controlling, and cold. I could have explained, I could have countered, I could have blasted screenshots and laid out my case. But something in me whispered, just let it play out. And I did. I let God narrate it. Months passed, people started noticing patterns. Their story cracked, their energy shifted. My peace, it was left untouched. It's hard to argue with favor. It's hard to discredit someone when God's platforming them. I lost friends in the fire, but I gained freedom. I lost status in their eyes, but I gained sight. Sometimes what they steal reveals what you never needed. You ever look back and think, God, you didn't win that argument? You think God, you didn't get that apology? That you didn't get that last word? Because now you see it. Peace ain't something people give you. It's something God builds inside of you. And it gets stronger every time you let a lie die in silence. Some people tried to burn me down, but God made me fireproof. They tried to erase me, and God made me permanent. They tried to isolate me, and God gave me an audience that sees me, flaws and all. They tried to cancel me, but didn't know I came with grace on auto-renew. They tried to break me, but forgot my foundation wasn't built in front of them. It was built in the dark, in silence, in surrender. So let me say this. If you're in that season where they're calling you things that you're not, if they're telling folks half the story with none of the context, if they're trying to hold the mic while dragging your name through their bitterness, don't chase them. Don't perform your innocence. Don't let your peace be held hostage by people who ain't praying for your healing. Just stand, be still, and let God talk for you. Because I promise, God's voice carries. It shows up in the form of new connections, opportunities they swore would be close to you, platforms they tried to block you from, love they said you didn't deserve. Every time they tried to take something from me, God gave me something deeper, something rooted. They wanted attention and God gave me clarity. They wanted control and God gave me discipline. They wanted my name ruined, but God gave me reach. So when people say you changed, say no, I just stopped handing out explanations to people who never read the full story. And the plot twist was grace. Let me end with this. You ever thank God for the things you lost because now you see what was sent in their place? You ever sit in your silence and realize it was never empty? It was healing? You ever watch as the enemy's hands start trembling when they realize you're still standing? Yeah, that's God. You don't have to force a comeback. You are the comeback. And what they tried to steal, God already replaced it twice over. Remember, we all carry something, but here you don't have to carry it alone. Pipe up.